Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. We're going to be picking up where we left off last time. As you see here, I'm looking quite dapper. So, let's go ahead and get in game. I know there's going to be a queue, so let's get this countdown going. Last time, we dove into our first dungeons, or our first dungeon, I should say, as well as visited Gridania, Limsa, Lominsa, hit all the main cities, got my tour around Eorzea. Now we're ready to pick back up in Gridania. We were posted up outside of the dungeon. I'm drawing a blank on its name, but it was some sort of a burial mound, which had some creepy cultist activity inside of it. And as you see here, I'm just sitting, staring at a rock. I swear I logged out facing the other direction. Well, my character needed some time to think about his life, I suppose. As we all do from time to time. Alright. So, I guess to get right into it, I am going to have a barking dog in the background. He is our new guest host. There's Zerum and then Zerum Dog, and he barks for comedic effect and for emphasis. So we're going to be queuing up for this dungeon here to follow along with the MSQ. And in the meantime, we'll sort of kick back, settle in, get comfy, get cozy. I hope you all have brought some beverages, some snackies, some tasties. So let's take a peek at this real quick. So Fire in the Gloom is our main story quest. And I've learned that the Lambs of Dalamund believe in the divinity of the Lesser Moon, whose descent ushered in the 7th Umbral era since Dalamund's apparent destruction. Right. So we're here at this burial site. The Lambs of Dalamund have infested it. And we're going to go in there and find out what exactly they're up to and how we can push them out of it. So it's the Tam Tara Deepcroft. Let's go ahead and join for this. Oh, we got a little pop-up about the duty roulette. So let's see what that is. Apparently, you can do a random daily dungeon, presumably. When using the duty roulette, you will be assigned a random duty from among those you have unlocked. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. It's just you get extra benefits for queuing up for a random dungeon. World of Warcraft is the exact same thing. Pretty typical. We're gonna click join. I am DPS, so hopefully this doesn't take too long. It says average wait time's about 5 minutes. Not a big deal. Not bad. That's actually quite reasonable. So let's go head out here. I don't assume that I have to wait in here. Let's go take a quick little peek around Gridania. So last time we were sort of getting settled in, figuring out the basics of mechanics here in Final Fantasy XIV. We went through that little gauntlet, the little training gauntlet where they taught me about avoiding AoEs, and it really does seem to be that all MMOs are basically offer the same general fundamental game mechanics. You know, the big bad guy smashes the thing, and you look out for where he's going to smash, usually by some red or orange circle on the ground. You're typical. We're just going to keep punching these scorpions, just clearing it out, teaching them a lesson while we wait for this queue to pop. We're going to rescue this person. Yeah, don't you dare. Oh, they're invulnerable and they run away. That also seems to be another thing that every MMO does. The invulnerable mob once they disengage. I wonder what the oh, no. now I'm getting tag team. That's what I get. I'm eating my words. I pissed him off. Does my partner not want to play? You know, I've told my partner that well, I've asked her if she's ever heard of the critically acclaimed, massively multiplayer role-playing game Final Fantasy XIV. Let's go. Commence. See if it'll take me in while I'm fighting. And, you know, they're just not they're not huge video game people. I don't blame them. I think MMOs in general can seem a bit impenetrable to people from the outside world. And especially a game such as Final Fantasy that just has, like, so much history stacked up. Wow, this looks really sick. I don't know what's going on in here, but it looks sick. Let's greet the group. Does /P work? Oh, I'm already in. Hit him with a howdy. But, you know, I think that I think that we're coming into a golden era. Is this an actual person? Yeah, there's just RP walking into the dungeon. All right, boys. I think we're coming into an era of people realizing that MMOs aren't just for the hardcore ultra gamers anymore. You know, as time goes on and as more people spread the good word, as people encounter streams such as this, I think they'll see that, you know, it can actually be quite approachable. Compared to a game like Call of Duty or something like that, which might feel super accessible at the very beginning, but really is nowhere near as accessible as like an MMO where you don't even have to play competitively to any capacity, and you can still have a great time. So I think as time goes on, people are gonna realize that they're a great, you know, it could be a great entry point for somebody who's not even a gamer to, you know, get their feet wet in gaming, get their feet wet with especially like roleplay elements. I think that MMOs really shine. Oh, we got a little jump activity going. Oh no. I was like, I'm not going to clear that. No way. I also think that mobile gaming and MMOs, I know that that's kind of a touchy subject for a lot of people. And, you know, a lot of people see it as like, just purely a money trap, just purely, you know, something that companies do when they don't actually want to make a game. They just want to take money from people. But I actually do think that it's such a huge market, and it can, you know, I think the MMO format can fit on mobile. Like if there was some way you could play a small aspect of Final Fantasy on mobile, I would think that would be a good thing. And so anyways, my thoughts are kind of jumbled right now as I'm getting into this dungeon, but I guess the point I was going towards was, I think as the audience broadens from just PC owners to, you know, now we've got to an era where MMOs are pretty, you know, Final Fantasy plays great on consoles. So, you know, it used to be that to play an MMO, you had to have a top-of-the-line PC, and then as time went on, now you can, you know, play from a console. And then even going forwards, we're going to see, you know, solid MMOs being playable on mobile, such as, I mean, you know, we got RuneScape, like old school RuneScape was popping off mobile. Even I think RS3 has a client now for mobile. Wasn't 11 supposed to go mobile? Maybe by Nexon, but they abandoned it. Genshin Impact, yeah, exactly, Genshin Impact. I didn't know that 11 was going to go on mobile. I would wager we might even see Final Fantasy XI as a mobile release down the line, since, I mean, there are Final Fantasy XI servers still online. I could see people, what am I trying to click on? I could see people going for that. Yeah, and so that's exactly my point. That we're getting to a point where phones are so capable, and same with consoles. You know, consoles have so much more power available to them that this game that used to seem so impenetrable now has such a large audience available to it. And I think that that's only, hopefully, that's only going to breed better games, right? Like if we have more people playing MMOs, that's more feedback, more people sort of holding the companies accountable, instead of it being like a niche thing that you know, is sort of like it used to be. If you wanted to play an MMO, you only really had a couple options. And if you didn't like those options, well, too bad. Sucks to be you, basically. That was pretty much the deal back then. You know, say mid 2000s, early 2000s, you had like, what? You had World of Warcraft, you have RuneScape, you had Guild Wars. Guild Wars, you know, 2 kind of came out in that era. Just this handful, and each of them kind of had its own audience that, you know, like if you really liked World of Warcraft style MMOs, RuneScape's probably not going to cut it for you. Or if you're really into the grindy RuneScape aspect, then you're probably not going to dig WoW. You started your MMO life on console. Yeah, exactly. And I think that we're going to have a generation of people who are unable to attain. Oh, because I already have one. Sorry. You're going to we're going to have people who are saying, I started my MMO journey on mobile. You know, I mean, I know we already do at this point, but you know, especially like the younger generation. And I think that is the generation too that's gonna have the biggest impact, because one, it's just huge. Like the amount of younger people playing games nowadays is like greater than ever before, because of phones, and then, you know, and because of the accessibility of consoles and everything. You know, even nowadays you can get a pretty cheap laptop. You know, just your regular old run-of-the-mill person could get a fairly cheap like Walmart laptop and be playing, you know, most games to some capacity. Maybe not max graphics or whatever, but so, you know, definitely rambling in a bit of a circle here, but I guess my point was that I guess my point was ultimately that we're coming into an era, well, I hope we're coming into an era where we're gonna see MMOs start to shine in a way that they maybe couldn't before. 240 hertz. 240 hertz. You're talking monitor refresh rate. Isn't like the human eye like not even capable of like 100 of beyond like what, I don't even remember, but I feel like 240 hertz is like more than your eye can even perceive. So I guess anything less, then you're just topping out. but yeah, so this is my second dungeon here in Final Fantasy XIV, and it feels really nice. I'm assuming my group might be a little powerful, or maybe it feels very easy, but this is also just like the second dungeon you ever do, so I guess it wouldn't make sense for it to be very difficult. Did I just assume some of this human? Oh crap! Lynn's right. I shouldn't assume that that you would have human eyes, you know, much less that you are human. But be careful. Be careful of overhealing. You'll draw aggro too. Oh, somebody in the group, presumably the tank, is telling the healer to be careful about overhealing. That would be me. That's why I play melee DPS, because I'm not to be trusted with anything of moderate importance. but I don't know. I'm just really happy to see the MMO genre as a whole getting the attention that it deserves, and not being in the light of like degenerate monsters are hiding in their mother's basement playing World of Warcraft. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this lowers target strength. I got like a debuff. You know, nowadays I feel like, especially with them coming to consoles, not so much mobile. I feel like mobile's still very like kind of seen in a bad way, but with like, you know, Final Fantasy XIV being on consoles and stuff, I feel like it very much changes from that like cave troll degenerate like audience to like the Chad gamers of the Chad Xbox gamers and Chad PlayStation gamers. You've just started your first ever tank in Final Fantasy XIV, I'm assuming, or a different MMO. I think tanking is probably the best experience in dungeons and raids. At least in World of Warcraft, that was how I felt. Because, you know, as a tank, you kind of have your own. Yeah, I've seen Asmund talking about this too, saying like in the raid fights, you basically have your own. You're fighting your own fight. You have your own sort of set of rules, and I feel like usually those rules are, and in most MMOs, usually those rules are a lot easier than like what the melee DPS, range DPS have to deal with. Lynn's saying that you've never tanked in any game before. Welcome in, Lord Breaking Cookies. You've never tanked in any game before until 14. Just leveled it for the. So I think leveling tank in. Oh, can I need that? That looks sick. I'm needing it. And then what about this? Can I? I'm just gonna need. I'm needing everything. Oh, I can't have. I already have that. Okay, I guess I'll pass on that. I feel like leveling tank also, it goes so fast. Like, I don't know if any of you guys have played Elder Scrolls Online. if you roll tank, you will just never stop instant queuing. And it was kind of a similar thing in World of Warcraft. Like, it was like, okay, I could level by doing the quest lines that you're theoretically supposed to do to level, or I could just roll tank and get, you know, steamroll through the content with dungeons, which I don't know, maybe that's a good thing or a bad thing depending on your playstyle, but I found that to be the experience for tanks in most games, and I guess healers essentially have that same experience, especially from what I've heard here in 14. You usually go DPS, but the 15-minute queues, yeah. Most people, I mean, yeah, it's so true. I'm like, everybody wants to do the big dick DPS, right? Like, and I that's where I feel like tanking is kind of like the next step. It's like, all right, well, if I'm not gonna DPS, then at least I'm the tank, you know? Sorry, I'm not gonna heal. I wouldn't want to be like a useful member of my party. I mean. Tanking is a bit scary. Yeah, you're definitely right about that, breaking cookies. Because, and if anything, I would say healing should be scarier because you have the whole, you know, you have to heal everybody in the whole party. But like tanking, I mean, one, you initiate the polls. You generally control the flow of the entire dungeon. And the same could be said for like the healer. Like if the healer needs a break, then, you know, they can control the flow as well. But as the tank, you're generally expected to be the raid lead. You're generally expected to, you know, you don't really, oh, I just ate that AoE. That's poor healer. Let me pop this shit so I should probably be paying a little bit more attention. Yeah, but being the tank, you are kind of expected, I feel like you're held to a higher regard. Like as melee DPS, if you just don't die, you'll probably be like, relatively passable, right? Momo saying you played tanking's now pretty easy because they changed the way tanks generate enmity. Oh, pretty difficult. Better hop in here. Interesting. Yeah, I wasn't sure exactly how the tanks hold it, how threat works in this game. You know, I'm still very green in that regards. I would assume it's, you know, pretty typical. Like, I mean, how do you really like innovate a threat system, right? And it's usually some combination of damage plus some like ambiguous threat stat. But probably should be attacking this guy. I do think that healing to me seems the most intimidating to get into, because like, well, one, in my experience, healing was like the only time I've ever really been yelled at. Like healing in World of Warcraft on a druid and just not being very good. I mean, at the time druids weren't that great, and I probably wasn't that great either. So I feel like as the tank, when you die, you can usually it's like, stupid healers, definitely wasn't me, right? But as the healer, if you try saying that the tank didn't use their cooldowns right or something, you'll probably just get clowned on. So I think that's probably the most intimidating. Alright, let's see, should I be... So far, it feels pretty easy to just steamroll through this content. I don't know if that's just because my group is pretty solid, though. I think we have probably a solid tank and a solid healer. And me and the other DPS, well, God knows what we're up to. The only difficulties that you've had so far with tank is knowing which way to go in dungeons. Yeah. I feel like World of Warcraft, especially old World of Warcraft, I always go back to WoW, just that's kind of my reference point, so I apologize if that gets old, but you know, that's sort of the lens I'm seeing things through, being like a 15-year player of that game. God, some of those dungeons are just so confusing, and I imagine it's the same thing in here, where even if they have the map, if it's like a tiered dungeon with multiple layers and stuff, oh, good luck. And then there's inevitably like one boss off in a corner somewhere that you missed. And, you know, when you played Ion, wow, those kind of used that. Yeah, but I thought the meanest thing I've heard so far was sorry for Big Pull. The meanest thing you've heard so far is sorry for Big Pull. That's funny. Yeah, you know, it's been my experience too that the Final Fantasy community has definitely been more accepting in general. Obviously, there's always going to be, I think the term people like to throw around is bad actors. There's always going to be the bad actors here and there, right? But I don't know if it's because Final Fantasy has built up this reputation as being a very friendly and welcoming community. So then by virtue of that, more people come into it with that in mind or wanting to continue that on, you know, like, is it a self-fulfilling sort of thing, or is it just genuinely like a coincidence, right? I mean, I can't help but feel like it has to do with the fact that Final Fantasy has like the emphasis on going through the story, paying attention to the game, playing it like an actual game and not just rushing to the end, where, like, you know, with more traditional MMOs like World of Warcraft, you have this whole like every single oh we got a cutscene. Let the cutscene. Oh, it's just some stairs raising up. You in World of Warcraft, it's very much there's this vibe with the only reason you play it is to get the best gear. Oh, let me shut up. Who summons me from the void to reside within this crude vessel, I think is what it said, but I kind of missed it. We're gonna go smack this old guy. He looks like a you seem surprised, Gina. Come hither, children of the dawn, the undying master. Well, I can't read that fast, guys. Slow down. we're gonna go smack up this mind flayer. Finish my thought real fast. In World of Warcraft, there's very much just this idea that the only point of the game is to be as good at it as possible, and I feel like that breeds that very, very sort of toxic competition. Like, everything's just about min-maxing. Like, are you trying to bro, did you just try to enjoy the game? Bro. Disgusting. Don't ever think about trying to enjoy the game, bro. So, and I feel like Final Fantasy has that, like, by virtue of the fact that, sorry, I'm trying to pay attention to some modicum while still maintaining conversation. Years something you still get tutorial prompts there. Yeah, the tutorial prompts definitely go pretty far in, huh? But yeah, I can't help but feel like it's the fact that Final Fantasy, oh my god, I should be killing these ads. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I think we want to kill this bat thing he's sucking on, or whatever the fuck that is. Sorry, group. It's the streamer experience. Uh-oh, run. Yeah, but maybe that's just my own impression of the fact that, like, I'm okay with just playing Final Fantasy to, like, enjoy the story. You know, obviously you want to do well, you want to get the gear, you want to, like, you know, you don't want to suck at the game. Nobody wants to play a game and feel like they're bad at it per se. But hopefully I'm doing the right thing by killing this guy over here. I don't know. I'm just gonna go for it. Screw it, right? But yeah. Anyways, I feel like with things like Glamour and like player housing and these sort of like goals to work towards that aren't just the highest parse, or they aren't just you know, they aren't just flexing the big dick DPS. Like, even the fact that technically you're not even supposed to use a DPS meter. Obviously, I know people do use them. All of those little factors contribute to why Final Fantasy is seen as a more accepting community. A pair of Acolyte's thigh boots have been added to my list. Look at him, look at those goggles. Cast your lot? What does that mean? What does it mean to cast a lot? Alright, boys. Let's hit him with a classic thank you. The good old-fashioned thank you. Alright, what do we get? We got a plunder can. Can't use any of this stuff. So I just greet everything, I guess. I can't even greet it because I already have it. Can I need that? I don't really need it, but I'll just greet it. And then I pass on this. Well, Lord Cookie's saying that you have yet I've yet to have an experience where DPS would matter. That's half the party wiped, of course. Okay, that's good. And that's exactly why I'm still playing DPS at this point. Yeah, I do want to roll a tank at some point. Because I do love tanking, but for the sake of, you know, just being able to play casually, which is pretty important part of it to me. Oh, look, it's the malding mount. So, I mean, since it's here and we're looking at it, I don't see anything wrong with this store mount. And I know that I don't have a lot of room to really impose my thought process on the game. Or like you know, I'm so new here. For me to say, oh, it's okay that, you know, this boss that I've never fought is a store mount, but I just don't really see it as that big of an issue. Like, I don't know. I think people are getting really upset about it just to get upset about it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Lynn's saying strong DPS are good for big pulls. Helps the healer a lot because they'll not run out of MP healing to take. Yeah, that's true. I mean, going back to that, you know, I think everybody is important, and, you know, DPS is important. If you can't pass the DPS check, then you're not going to be able to handle it. You can make up for it with a really good tank. You can make up for it with a good healer, but at the end of the day, you need that balanced group. But yeah. But yeah. So, let's see. Let's move on with this main story quest. I think I gotta go turn it in, maybe back in here. I think there's someone to talk to, or am I gonna... Oh no, I'm reporting all the way back to... Reporting back to the lady. We're gonna head back to Gridania, and we are going to turn in this main story quest and see if we can get the heck out of this forest. Even though I actually love the aesthetic of this forest, the sort of misty, cool forest, but... Okay, so Jade's saying that a valuable complaint that people have about the mount is that it's actually a spoiler. Which, that's actually an interesting point, because when I just saw the mount the first time, I was like, oh, that's a sick mount, cool. And then I didn't think anything of it. And then I found out it was a boss, and I was like, oh, okay. It did sort of change the way I felt about it, and now I know. Like, you know, I'll never be surprised by whenever that boss comes out. But at the same time, then it's kind of like, oh, the flip side of that coin is like, oh, that's that mount I've been seeing. Oh, that's where that comes from. So if you approach it with the optimistic look, then you could kind of be like, you could find it as almost a way to get excited. Like every time you see somebody fly by on it, you're like, man, I can't wait to beat that fucking mount, you know? But that's true. If you don't say it, then nobody knows. Yeah, and you know, the context isn't provided for it, so it's not as maybe not as impactful, but oh, so I'm assuming Alex 8 Sav is the name of the mount. I'm assuming. I'm just running in a random direction. I should probably just teleport back to New Gridania. I'm assuming that's the name of the mount. I do agree that it's a little weird that the store mount comes out and it's a boss and the mount itself doesn't drop from the boss. You know, you would think that if you were gonna get the mount from somewhere, it would be the boss, right? I mean, yeah, that's a pretty reasonable thing to be upset about. Like, I mean, like I said, I as like a newcomer really don't have like a leg to stand on to even have much of an opinion on it at all. But it seems like they could find a way where like maybe make it like just a really brutal grind to get it from the boss at this point in time, and then make it available in the store. That could be like a fair balance. Or but then, you know, it's still the kind of the same issue. So I don't know. That's a tough one. I think that Square's whole I don't know if this is true, but allegedly Yoshi P being like, if we're gonna have the in-game store, then it can't, you know, I want it to be totally separate from the dev team. I think that's a really good idea overall. That's true. It's even, you know, even being a noob, your opinion does matter. And you know, I would imagine that like marketing folks would probably see the noob opinion as maybe more important. You know, I think that's why I think that's why a lot of games have been like kind of overburdened, if you will, with the like quality of life improvements and stuff, because everyone's in such a rush to appeal to the noobs, right? But I think that overall, like one of y'all mentioned earlier, people like to get upset, and like it's a perfectly fine thing to get upset about, right? Oh man. So let's talk to Mother Mione. I guess coming from before I pick back up on the quest, I guess coming from World of Warcraft, where I mean, even in WoW, people would get really upset about store mounts, and I always just kind of felt like it's not that big of a deal. Like, one complaint that I had about the store mounts there was that they could become a bit immersion breaking, and I do worry about that to an extent with World of Warcraft, but like, with Final Fantasy, but I feel like Final Fantasy already has this very high fantasy like vibe where there's like robots and dragons, and it all kind of fits and it works in that Final Fantasy setting. But I felt like in World of Warcraft, they sort of started shoehorning in more of the high fantasy stuff when originally it was high fantasy, but not to that same extent. So then later on, as a WoW player, when you see like these crazy mounts, and you're in like the beginner town where theoretically everyone should be kind of basic looking, and there's like these giant mega mounts and all this crazy stuff going on. I did find that a bit immersion breaking, especially if you tried to like role play to any extent. But I wonder if they will go back and add the current store mount in as a drop from the boss, because I could see that. I mean, I guess maybe they wouldn't, because then everyone who bought it would theoretically get really pissed off, right? So, okay, let's see if old Mother Mione is happy with us dispatching with the mind flayer that was presumably controlling the cultists in that dungeon. Mione, we dealt with the dungeon. Welcome back, Aziram. I'm reliably informed that your foray into the Deepcroft was a success. Well, we punched the hell out of an ugly-ass octopus. Nor did I expect anything less. Bataran's ringing endorsement left me in little doubt as to your capabilities. Even so, you are to be commended. Bowlord Lewin asked me to pass on his thanks. Well, that's sick, but I would like money, not just thanks. I must say, it's something of a relief to be able to call upon such a capable adventurer. I'm at your becking and call. Sadly, death has become an ever more common occurrence within our fraternity of life. Times being what they are, the guild is constantly inundated with petitions. We are hard pressed to find enough. Yes, I will help. Just give it to me. While this means no shortage of work for the able souls such as yourself, it also provides an ample opportunity for the inexperienced to overreach themselves. Okay. Well, you know, that's not me. There's just some like poor shamed adventurers in the corner. Oh, those are the people from Aver's gone, and it's all your fault. If I hadn't taken it an age to heal him. So it's just a group malding in the corner. But I tried. He shouldn't have been so hard pressed in the first place. Okay. But to hell's with this pathetic excuse of a party. I'm leaving. Maybe this is what, you know, they present to you the malding party to give you an example of what you're not supposed to do. Yeah, exactly. We saw this group at the entrance to Sastasha back in, it was the first dungeon. That's so funny. I think there was they were also outside of Tam Tara, correct? I think. Anyways, I'm leaving as well. I doubt this comes as any surprise, but I never liked you. I never liked you. I only suffered you for your healing. Oh, come on, dude. That's the ultimate mauled. Psh, I only brought you because you're a healer. Cruel though this may sound, you brought this upon yourself. Oh my god. Yeah. Can somebody intervene? This poor healer is being roasted. Oh, and by the way, some parting advice. Get rid of Aver's head. Bury it. Cremate it. Do whatever the hells you like with it. But for God's sake, stop carrying it around. Wait. I'm hoping it's not a human head. What? Don't leave me alone, please. Itchy Nose Gang is in the building, if you didn't notice. I'm so sorry, Aver. Please forgive me. I'm really hoping Aver is not a human and she's carrying its head around. Scenes like this have become all too common. This makes a dozen times in half as many days. It's probably more than a dozen if we could actually see inside every dungeon group. It's the tank set. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. I'm very curious to see to dive into coils and such myself. I'm a little intimidated. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not, but surprise you as it may, I'm not the most pro gamer. I would probably need to not be streaming if I really wanted to take it serious. Which honestly impresses me with Asmongold, is his capability to, you know, perform in dungeons as well as... But I guess he just gets carried. What am I talking about? Okay, Mother Muni says, now you see why I'm grateful for adventurers of your experience. Oh yeah, I'm so experienced. I can send men like you on a mission without worrying that you might not return. Yeah, definitely. Don't gotta worry about that. Speaking of missions, okay, just tell me what to do. About a bell ago, I received a message from my counterpart in Old Daw. She seeks the service of a reliable adventurer. Back to Old Daw, baby! If you think you might be interested in this test, say the word. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Oh, man. Okay. 14 grand, let's get it. I think my biggest complaint about Final Fantasy right now is the lack of beard selection. Muni has information on new task. So you're not averse to taking a little trip? Yes, I want to go back to Old Daw. Let's go. Let's get it. As I mentioned earlier, this request comes to us from the Adventurers Guild in Old Daw. That's Momodi. Let's go. Momodi wants me. Let's go. Chances are she'll send you into the midst of danger. I know, bro. I know, Momodi. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, I'm going to teleport. Take me back to Old Daw. All right. Steps annulled. There's nothing else I want to do here before I bail, right? He had an easy job as the tank. Eivor had the easy job as the tank. Is there anything here I want to do before I bail? Excuse me. No, I'm out. Oh, let's look at this little guy, though. Wow. What a legend. The funny thing is, like, you know, I look like this. You know, you would imagine that a gentleman who looked such as myself could possibly take a gentleman who was about a quarter of the height, right? I think we all know where that would go. I think we know they would delete me. So, alright, we're going to teleport back to Old Daw. Back to the Shining Jewel. Assume the teleporting pose, please. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, alright. So, let's head back, see what's up with Momodi, and get right into this. She's got something important for me to do, so we're going to hit it. You think I should visit the Pugilist Guild? I don't think so. Okay, I have to get Glamour. And I know it's in Western Thanalan. And we're here in Thanalan. So I heard that I don't know if we were talking about this last stream, but Glamours used to not be unlockable until level 50? Till the end of Heavensward, presumably? Or, sorry, the end of A Realm Reborn. A Realm Reborn. What do you guys think about that? You think it's fair that they decided to make it like what, level 15 now for Glamour as opposed to 50? I've seen a few people on YouTube, you know, sort of voicing their complaints about having had to wait to 50. It used to not be Glamour. It's kind of funny. It seems like every MMO these days is going to implement some sort of Glamour system. I don't know if that's just because it's become the norm that it's sort of expected now, but I kind of feel conflicted about Glamour. I like it. Like, don't get me wrong. I definitely enjoy being able to, you know, I definitely enjoy being able to switch up my outfit or being able to collect gear that I really like. But at the same time, I do think that it takes away from that, that sort of innate MMO, like, you know, honestly, I think it takes away from some of the role-playing aspect of the MMORPG. Like, you know, the whole reason that you want to get better gear is so that you can look better, right? Like, you want to get the really badass armor so that you can flex it, you know, because it looks impressive or whatever. But now we live in a world where you never know what somebody's wearing. And I'm not saying that this is necessarily a bad thing. Lord Cookies is saying that they not one for fancy clothes and prefer normal armors instead. I'm kind of feeling the same way. And, you know, I think last stream somebody mentioned it, but like, it's great for like, it's great for little events. It's great for just goofing around for a few moments. But I think in general, you should have to cope with your ugly armor for some extent of time, right? Like, you know, going back to like any old RPG, you're supposed to look like trash at the beginning. That way, I can't jump on this table. What is wrong with me? That way, when you do look good, it feels so good, right? You're like, I was so ugly for so long. Not many good glamours till level 50 plus anyways. That's a fair point. Like what am I gonna glamour myself with? Like if it wasn't for the, you know, generous individuals who tossed me some like interesting little glamour pieces, I would have no reason to even consider glamoring. So that's definitely a good point. Like, and if you say like, you know, say that there's a raid set that you really love, and then you go on to the next raid and you don't really want to part with the gear that you earned from the previous raid or, you know, whatever scenario, that's where it definitely seems like a great idea to have. Because it's like you earned something badass, and you don't want to, you know, you don't want to get rid of it. It's kind of like you get your dope raiding gear, and then you go into leveling in the next expansion, and then like a piece of leveling gear inevitably ends up replacing your raiding gear. Now I'm speaking from WoW experience, but I don't know if it's exactly the same here in Final Fantasy, but usually that piece of raiding gear, even from the old expansion, it usually looked better than the leveling gear from the new expansion. And so it's like you're wearing like these sick giant shoulder pads, right? Or some flames coming off them skulls, race cars, you know, and then you gotta replace them with like a little leather cap because it has like 10 more strength or something. So I could sit at a table. I'm feeling very compelled to jump on these people's tables. I just wish that they would react. These people look like they're not having a great time. They're kind of complacent. He's staring into the distance. So is she. They're just I'll sit down with them. Can I? If I /sit, will it actually sit like in a chair? Oh! What up, gentlemen? Ladies. Lady and gent. Or individuals. So I love the emote system here in Final Fantasy. It seems very, hey, you can't jump on the table, only I can jump on the table. Anyways, I know I should get back to this main story, so let's get to it. Papa Sue's watching me jump on her tables, and I don't think she's very happy about it. Oh, child, have you tried any dishes at the quicksand yet? No, let me out, let me go. Don't assume. I do my best not to assume anything, alright? Alright? I do my best. I'm just a boy. I'm just a humble boy. Alright, Momodi, you gotta... Hold on, what's going on here? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, just some adventurer bros being bros. Wait, oh, I thought he was holding him? He's literally looking at cards, but it looked like he was holding the person in front of him. Oh. So you have hotbar 3 and 4 dedicated to just emotes, Lynn. I'm probably gonna want to do that. Obviously, right now my hotbar is a disgusting mess and I should be ashamed, but, you know, maybe I like living in shame. Maybe a degree of shame keeps you humble, right? Right? Okay. Yeah, that's exactly how you look when you play triple triad. Yep. I have yet to play the card game in this game, but I'm very excited. I love games that have card games. I think Final Fantasy was honestly the first, Final Fantasy VIII was the first RPG I ever played that had like a card game mini game within it. And I find that very, I don't know, I really like that. Even if it's just a simple, like same with Gwent in The Witcher, if you guys have played that. It just makes the world feel more like a world. You know, it's like Well, what kind of world is it if it doesn't have, can I sit at this part? What kind of world is it? Like, a world has games, right? So we're in a world that it only makes sense that it would have games. I know. In Gwent, Lord Cookie's saying they're too stupid to understand Gwent. In Gwent, I always just picked the card that had like higher numbers, and I don't think I ever won a game of Gwent. So that's it. Let's let that be what it is, right? Yeah, I was never very good at Gwent. I found Gwent more appealing just from like a collecting standpoint. Like, it was just something to collect in game that you know, that was just something else to collect besides like armor or weapons. I don't know if you guys ever played Kingdom Come, but it kind of had a similar thing where you can gamble in the game. You basically just play dice, but you could collect all these various types of die, and they would have like various properties and stuff. And it's kind of a similar thing. It just adds to that feeling of a game, like especially if like you go to a tavern and then you see people playing the game, and you're like, you know. Oh, yeah, Kingdom Come Deliverance is probably it's hard to say it, but it's probably my favorite role-playing game of like all time. Like, it's a very slow game. If you guys haven't played Kingdom Come, I would say play it, but go into it expecting a slow build-up to a very massive experience. You know, I think like the first like 6 hours of the game, at least for me, there's like no combat except for like a little sprinkle here or there, but it builds up really. It really ramps up. Although at the end of the game, if you really you know, if you really build up your character, you become a god by the end of the game. You just like obliterate. You just delete people. You can, at the end, once you're fully decked out and stuff, you just delete everything, which could be a good thing or a bad thing depending on who you are or what you're into. But yeah, that's a game I would like to see a proper MMO that's a little bit more gritty, like a Kingdom Come style RPG, but like delivered in an MMO form. I don't know how that could ever really be possible, but of course real-time combat is kind of a tough thing to pull off with like online games, like a MMO that has so many systems in place. So we'll probably never actually see that, but yeah, Kingdom Come starts off amazing with the power curve is very, very wacky, especially if, you know, pro tip for Kingdom Come, if any of you consider picking it up, if you want to play the game on easy mode, just use maces. You just smash everything, because they're like, have extra damage against people in armor, and later on in the game, everyone wears armor. So then it's just like, yeah, it becomes the Bonk Simulator 2000. Although I never wore it's a first person game, and when you wear helmets, it actually like forces you to have the view of the helmet, and like I would only wear like the hat helmets because of that. I was just like, I can't deal with it. I can't deal with, you know, my vision being like this. I'm like, all right guys, I'm gonna get you once I find you. But I'm delaying the inevitable here. All right, Momodi. I'm back, Momodi. Tell me what you need me to do, babe. Babe? The perfect timed voice crack, right? Okay. Oh, it's you, Zerum. And there was spouting some tired line. Miune sent with word you'd be reporting for duty. She also made a point of calling you the adventurer of the moment. Oh, thanks. Okay, tell me what you need, Momodi. I'm a busy guy. Busy guy. No, I probably should have read the last line. I missed it. Okay, so Momodi is waiting to brief you on a task, and it looks like Papa Sean's gonna. Oh, they're hitting us with the cinematic. All right, Momodi, give it to me straight, babe. The petitioner ought to be arriving any moment now. Oh, petitioner, I don't like that. That doesn't sound like. Sounds like a title I don't like. God's almighty, another second under that sun, and I would have been. Oh, here comes Papa Sean. Oh, is Papa Sean the petitioner? Anyways, God's almighty, another second of that sun, and I would have been set afire. A tankard of ale, if you'd be so kind. Oh, Papa Sean, we love you. Look at him waddle his way up. He can't even sit on the stool. Excellent timing, Papa Sean. It just so happens the adventurer who will be handling your petition is here. Oh, the petitioner, of course. Oh, why, if it isn't my good friend Zerum. Of course, Papa Sean, it's me. It does my spirit well to know that you're the one who will be helping us. All right, what do you need? Just let's get to it. Quit the formalities. Yes, of course. The petition in question was submitted by an acquaintance of mine at Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. It relates to an unfortunate development in the Copperbell Mines. And I think I said unfortunate. To be plain, giants have seized control. Giants? I didn't know this game had giants. I didn't know this game had giants. All right. These giants are of a clan known as the Hecatoncheires. Oh my god. Hold on. Hecatoncheires. Okay, all right. Hecatoncheires. Fearsome creatures who were sealed within the deepest depths of mines during the bygone Thorn Dynasty. Thorn Dynasty? Alas, it seems they have managed to break through the layer of rock which served to imprison them. Now prowl the tunnels where miners ply their trade. Dang, alright. So we're gonna go kill some giants. It's no wonder they're angry. Didn't the Thorn Dynasty come to an end over 300 years ago? So these giants were imprisoned underground for 300 years? You know your history well, my lady. Okay, the people of that age used the Hecatoncheires to work their mines. Oh, so they were like slaves, basically, presumably. By way of enchanted helms, they were able to bind the ferocious creatures to their will. But, oh, I bet they're gonna, the names are so hard in this game. I know I'm a simple boy, but man, the names are hard. I bet we're gonna have to find one of these enchanted helms and we're gonna use it to like take control of one of the giants. I would almost guarantee it. I might be eating those words very soon though. In a desperate bid to contain the unbridled fury of the Hecatoncheires, our ancestors induced a collapse of the mine's lowermost levels. Oh, so they've just been smashed in rocks for like hundreds of years, buried beneath 100,000 tons of rocks. Okay, so what am I supposed to do about all this? Well, now that's got me thinking. I seem to recall there being an article about the Copperbell and the Mithril Eye of Fortnite. You're not going to make me go look for a book. You're not going to make me go look for a book. I can't. No, I'm done. Like as not, our boys dug a bit too deep and freed the giants. Oh, okay, so the mine, they dug too deep. They unearthed some giants who have a grudge from hundreds of years ago. Oh man, after 3 centuries, that's a long time to nurse a grudge. I gave Momodi like a deep, Momodi's all, oh man, 3 centuries. All right, come on boys, let's get to this. Indeed, that makes them a danger to us all. There will be no mining at Copperbell so long as they remain. All right, speak no more. I'll not deny that the mission will be rife with danger, but our need is great, and so I beg you, put an end to this sorry business. What do you think I came here to do? Tell me, what do you think I came here to do? All right. In case you don't know, Copperbell Mines are in Western Thanalan. Do take care, you hear? Okay, I'm hoping that the Glamour quest will be available over there. And one last thing before you depart. An employee of Amagina and Sons is presently at the quicksand. The fellow's name is Painted Mesa, and he knows... Why did that make me laugh? I don't know. He knows Copperbell Mines well. It may behoove you to seek his counsel. You're the bad guy here. I know, for real. I know, I'm gonna feel bad. I like the giants. You know? What if I go there and I reason with the giants? I sit down and I say, look, I don't want to bother you guys. You probably want to bother me, but like this guy just looks sketch. How do we know that they didn't unearth the giants intentionally, right? So, all right, give me that. Give me the what for. Looking for Painted Mesa? You found him. All right, bro. Come on, just kick back. So you're the adventurer who's volunteered to deal with the mess down at Copperbell. You've got guts, mate. Hell yeah. I just hope you've got the skills to go with them, because things ain't purdy down there. They should have wrote purdy, like P-U-R-D-Y. Oh man. They've left the place in a right state, and nary a week after mining resumed. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go smash these giants up. Or we're gonna talk to them kindly. I'm gonna ask them if they would please leave the fine establishment alone. I don't know if you know this, but Copperbell was old when the second Uul dynasty was still young, and it was abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for the shortage of materials needed for rebuilding effort, the concern would have never thought to reopen it. Alright, so you guys are trying to make up for... Alright, anyways, And we knew full well about the giants beforehand, but the project went ahead anyway. I mean, excuse me. I mean, nothing could possibly survive being buried under a mountain's worth of rock for 3 centuries, right? Apparently giants. Okay, everyone likes to talk a lot here. I got business, let's go. The miners still got more than they bargained for. One swing of a pickaxe too many. Okay. The stone torches keep watching over the entrance in case the giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One will be able to show you the way in. Alright, let's go. Speak with Painted Mesa. Painted Mesa was spoken to. The painted table was spoken to. I was gonna try to think of how to say that in Spanish, but oh, there's fireworks in the distance. What the hell? Am I missing something cool? Let's go. Something cool is happening, and I'm missing it, as usual. All right, let's get in. Let's get to this. Oh, I should probably teleport there. It's gonna be a long ways to run, right? But I want to see. Where are the fireworks? Where are the fireworks? They did me wrong. They did me dirty. All right. I'm gonna just teleport to Western Thanalan. Let's see. Teleport to Horizon, presumably. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna teleport to Horizon. Let's see. All right. Only so. Oh, okay. So the fireworks are because of the like midsummer event thing. Oh, it's the thick chocobo. I think this is my first time seeing the thick chocobo in real life. In real life. Wow, that's incredible. Is it? And it's holding like a cabbage? Or it's like, yeah, it's cabbage. That's what's up. That's what's up. Alright, boys. Off to Copperbell. I think it's this way. Yes, it is. Alright. I'm really hoping to pick up the Color Your World. I'm assuming this must be the Glamour quest, huh? Color Your World. Looks like I'm gonna have to run back the opposite direction, but is that a ghost? Stankfoot the ghost? Excuse me. Stankfoot. Wait, is there a slash sniff? No, is there a slash smell? I'm gonna kiss him. I'll kiss him. He just nods at me. Slash lol doesn't exist? Okay, anyways. Alright, back to business. So, I think that Final Fantasy's use of like a central narrative that you're guaranteed to, you know, get to maximum level if you follow it through is such a good idea. I feel like that is like what every MMO is missing. Like, I feel like a lot of MMOs try to cultivate the feeling of a real open world by, you know, decentralizing the narrative. But I feel like that's honestly like the worst thing they could do. Because, I mean, Final Fantasy's it's a perfect example. You can have this big world with lots of happenings and goings about, but then still have that central narrative that actually ties everything together. It's like they missed. It's like the developers of other MMOs kind of missed the point of like, they like went too hard trying to make the living world and failed to like tie the living world together. You know what I'm saying? If I open my emote window, I can see what sort of emotes I can do. I think I just have the very basic ones. Let's see what this person tinking on the wall. Man, Itchy Nose Gang is in the house. Get back here, I'm trying to emote at you. Wait, why can't I see it? Oh, it's right there. Oh, I'll wave at them. Bye. Oh, they're just going over there. I've got kiss, wave, pet, sit, and bow. At least for that person. Oh, is there more? Oh, no, there's a lot more. Oh, interesting. So, wow, so we've actually got quite... Oh, wow, there's quite a lot. Are these all available to me? I've got shrug, sulk. Oh, wait, sulk. Let's sulk. Let's sulk just for good measure, right? I'll be sulking for a moment. I kind of look like I'm vibing. I don't even really look like I'm sulking. I look like I'm vibing. I'm just chilling. Just chilling, boys. Yeah, what are you gonna do? I got facepalm. I got congratulate. Wow, there's a lot. There's a lot. Blush is. Oh no. I was hoping he would do like the more traditional like face covered blush. There are more than that. Yeah, so I know that there are water float. Wait, do I have to be in water to do this? Water float? I want to find water just to try that. There's so many. Change pose? Oh, so I can just cycle through poses? What? Wow. Hold on, this is a good one, boys. This is me. I was just gonna post up here like this. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Alright. So yeah, I love, oh man, and so these are, so I've got expressions, special, wow, there's so many, I can actually control my expressions. Wow. Okay, when I started playing World of Warcraft, I was impressed by the fact that they had a /fart, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I am a little upset I haven't seen /fart yet. Do you have to pay for /fart? Or is that just not an option? Let's see. Air quotes? Air quotes? wait. I'm gonna grovel for a second. Let me grovel to you guys. Okay, not bad. Can't complain. Okay, back to business. All right, folks. Before I lose you, I'm gonna poke this guy. I'm gonna click on him and I'm gonna poke him. Hey, tell me what to do, mister. I'm here to deal with your giant problem. This guy looks tougher than me. Why can't I? There's been an incident, and I know. You don't need to tell me about the incident. I'm here to beat up giants, or possibly just have a kind conversation with them, asking them to please go commit, die. You know what I'm saying? Go commit unalive. Okay. I think that Papashan would be able to find someone so quickly, if at all. Well, you found me, alright? So I'm here to kill the giants. The giants are content to wreak havoc inside the mines for now. Well, what are we gonna do about it? Make ready as best you can, and enter at will. Alright. Oh, it's a dungeon, huh? It's a dungeon. Of course it's a dungeon. So it looks like they're just throwing me into the dungeon brigade. Let's go for it. I'm gonna queue up for Copperbell, and we're doing it. So, wait. Let me talk to this guy. Maybe he's a tank. Oh, he's a bit higher level. I don't know if he's gonna want to do this. Oh, I'm 23. He's 25. It's not even that high level. Let me message him. Let me ask him if he wants to queue up. Let's ask this fine gentleman. Want to poo to group. For the dung. I'm really just trying to copper ride on his tank queue. If that's what he is. I'm assuming he's a tank. He's got a shield. He's got a sword. He's probably going to tell me to sod off, in all honesty. He's probably going to tell me to sod off. I'm just going to start punching these guys. Oh, I think they'll all aggro if I do that, huh? They're saying it would be their first time doing it. I'm just gonna say same if you're good with that. We'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? Well, it'll be fine. Their first time, my first time. Hopefully, they look like a great tank. You know? Maybe I should say screw it. I was hoping oh, they're gone. They already got they're gone. They didn't bring me in for their tank queue. That's alright. That's quite alright. So, I guess while we wait, we'll just kick back. I'm gonna actually take a look at my bars here. I should probably get these a little better organized. Let's see. Yeah, I really need to set these up properly so I can actually click them. Things will work out in the end. That is the truth. So, let's see. They got about 5 minutes to kill. In that time, let's let me go ahead and just do a tiny bit of you know, this is fine. I'm just gonna bring this over. I think I need to unlock my bars. I'm gonna move some stuff around my bars real quick. I'm gonna bring this. I guess here. I feel like I don't really need this close. So anyways, I just need to take a quick look at these abilities. I know that my basic rotation is just like a simple 1, 2, 3, but I think I need to be oscillating between this Twin Snakes and True Strike. All right. All right, boys, ready for that dungeon queue any moment. You know, one thing that there clearly is no escape from in MMOs is the patented DPS queue times. And I wonder what there is to be done about that, because that seems like a pretty obvious, it seems like a pretty obvious flaw, right? Like, I mean, I guess it's just an incentive for people to roll tanks and healers. Like if there wasn't a longer wait for DPS times, then people would probably never bother to roll tank and healer, right? But at the same time, I feel like, you know, I feel like people don't usually just roll tank for the queue times, right? Like you got to have a degree of dedication, to be willing to tank or to be willing to heal. Like you have to enjoy it to some extent, right? So I think that, I guess the problem is just how do you, with a queue system, how do you solve it when, you know, you have an overabundance of one group and you need the two other groups? There's no real way around it. You're gonna get these long queue times. So, I don't know, but I just feel like, I guess the only way to really alleviate the DPS queue time that I could just think of off the top of my head would be like, basically doing away with the big three, with the Holy Trinity, right? Like if we made it to where you didn't, like everybody could kind of do everything, but then that would kind of throw off the whole way that an MMO works. So I don't know. So you get like a tank bonus to so if you queue up, you'll get like bonus XP or bonus gold or something if you play like the in need role. That's definitely a good, like, it's good incentivizer. You know, if you were on the edge about rolling a tank, then that might be enough to make you go, all right, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get that little bit extra. I'll level a little bit quicker. Here in Final Fantasy, we have the beauty of being able to just swap roles very easily, and you know, rolling an alt role is like not a problem at all, as opposed to in basically every other MMO, you don't have that option. Like it's pretty much you pick your class and then you have to stick with it all the way through. You know, World of Warcraft has been highly criticized recently for the grindiness and the like unfriendliness, like how unfriendly it is to alts. And I mean, I can't really think of any other game besides Final Fantasy that has really like found a better solution. I think the whole one character progress is so cool. Exactly. Like the fact that I don't have to do like multiple reputation grinds. I'm assuming this game has reputation grinds, but I've yet to like really hear about it at all. Like I think rep grinds are honestly kind of trash. Kind of trash, to be completely honest. Like I know that usually a reputation grind is simply a quest line. Like theoretically the quest line should take you to once you complete the quest line, you should have, you know, finished whatever reputation you're doing. Yeah, you're saying imagine doing the MSQ for every single class. And that's how all of the other, like literally all other MMOs do it. And I know that, like, you know, some devs will argue like, well, that's part of the like role play. It's like your commitment to this class, even when, you know, but it doesn't make sense. It's like, why if you know, even from a role play standpoint, it's like if you were this hero in this world and you were a warrior and you use swords and stuff and you decided you want to learn how to use magic, you wouldn't have to, you know, save the world again. You would just go learn how to use magic. And yes, it would be like, it would take you some time, but it wouldn't make you start all over from the very, you know, beginning. So I'm hoping that we'll see this sort of system continue into the future in other games as well. You know, I haven't looked too deep into like how Ashes of Creation plans to do their like class system or whatever. I think it's another one of those like weapon-based class system. And I do feel like the original, I guess I should say the original MMO to really do that weapon-based class system is Guild Wars, right? But even then, I don't know a lot about Guild Wars, so I shouldn't speak on this too much. But like, even then, I don't think Guild Wars really hit it quite right. You know, like Final Fantasy has just done such an excellent job of making like the alternate jobs feel very approachable, feel like, you know, like not like a chore, I guess, right? Like just more content. So, and that's what I find so amazing about it. Like the fact that each class has its own quest line, and to go pick up a new class, it's as simple as just going, picking up the quest line, playing through it. There's like context provided for how you become that class. Like, I mean, it's incredible. It's incredible. So I really hope to see that go forwards in the future. I know that the like sort of the flip side of that, or an alternate to that, is like a classless game. But I don't really like that. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just my sort of boomer brain being like, no, you gotta have the warrior, you gotta have the wizard, right? But like, but I feel like there's just something a little unsatisfying about the like classless approach. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that per se. God, this queue is killing me. At first it told me 5 minutes, and now it's telling me 12 minutes. Typical DPS experience. You know what? I should have just ran off and picked up that Glamour quest. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm gonna kill this Koblin, and I'm just gonna head off. I'm just gonna start doing the Glamour quest. Who's that? They got a giant eagle mount. Yeah, I'm just gonna head out. I'm gonna head towards the Glamour quest. Shouldn't be an issue, right? The duty finder should just pop me right into. So classes are hard to balance and to make PvE content for. Very true, especially when you have fucking 10,000 different systems that each class gets access to, and they all interact with each other in a unique way. And it's like, man, how are they gonna do that to us? Well, maybe they're trying to give me a sign. Maybe they're trying to tell me to get out of here. Get out of here, you freak. Hey, I look pretty good though. I'll take it. Well, Q of 66. Yeah, it's a sign. Your ISP? Yeah, my ISP was doing me big dirty. Big dirty, boys. Come on, Charter. You hear me, Charter. Everyone hates Charter, right? I mean, we all know that they're the worst, right? Right? I mean, I had AT&T before that, and they were probably worse. So maybe Charter's not the worst, but they're not fans of the Zerum TV stream, apparently. Okay, back to business. Well, now I'm definitely running off to pick up the Glamour quest. I guess I'll queue up for that duty again. I don't even know how to do that. Dungeons, Copperbell, join. All right. Did I do that right? I think I did. Join Lynn's party. What up, Lynn? You gonna give me that instant queue? that healer queue? I'm just gonna keep running off towards the I'm gonna keep running off towards the Glamour quest. I believe that's this one over here, right? Yeah, I guess I should. I guess I should do the quest first. Lynn just asked if I would rather finish the Glamour quest. I mean, at this point, honestly, I've kind of resolved myself to to being okay with, you know, just wearing the gear that I have. Even though I do have that suit, and running around punching things in a suit sounds pretty appealing. But I also know that I'm going to be replacing pieces of gear pretty quickly. I just kind of want to knock it out though, and just get it out of the way. So, welcome back people, as you come in. I apologize if you were here moments before and you saw me probably go and then get banished to the Shadow Realm. I had to have a quick battle with Yami Yugi and Seto Kaiba in the Shadow Realm. And my ISP was there. Okay, alright, this analogy is... Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. I'm such a tool. I'm such a tool, boys. Okay, alright. So we are off to pick up the Glamour quest. Because we are glamorous. Saucy? Is that what it says? Glamorous. What song is that? Does anybody know? I think it's like, yeah, it's somebody. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Who cares? Either way, we're gonna go get glamored. And then after that, we're gonna knock out Copperbell Mine with the help of the lovely Lynn. To get that instant queue. So we're not just standing around like goons. It's a Black Eyed Peas song. That's it. Thank you. I knew it. I only know it from like dubstep remixes or in like a rap song that also remixed it. Bass Santana. That's a pretty deep cut, but Bass Santana is a I guess you'd probably call him a SoundCloud rapper. This must be it, right? But he has a remix of that song and it's very good. Sweegrame. Hey, get out of here with your spoiler mount. I'm malding. Hold on, let me submit a ticket. Let me submit a ticket to the GMs, tell them I'm upset. Okay. Oh, if I had a glamour. Then what's color your world? Are dyes and glamour different? Banishing giants. Yeah, I had to go. Yeah, exactly. I had to banish the giants to the Shadow Realm real quick. Whoa, that mount's way cooler. What the? Lynn, you monster. You monster, Lynn. Jesus. Shucks. Oh, hold on. Okay. You know, I'll just pick this up, but I like the cat girl dancing over there in the corner. We should impart the knowledge of glamours. Okay. Oh dear, this will never do. My sense of aesthetics simply won't allow it. How can you go out dressed like that? I know, it's an issue. Please help me. My dear, if you could only spare a thought for style and coordination. Alright, that's... I made up my mind. From this day forth, I'll take it upon myself to save you from any more fashion disasters. Okay. Okay. Just go out to the pissed pasty and ask Falkland. I'll have some blood orange juice. Oh, right. You know what? Okay, so I'm pretty sure I saw Asmund do this. So this crazy lady wants blood orange juice. Should I pick up the color your world too? I don't know what it does, but oh my god, my nose is so itchy. What did you guys do to me? Oh, later breaking cookies. Sorry if I missed you dip out, but hopefully I caught you. Peace. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day. And then this is dyes. Okay, so dyes and glamour are different. I might as well pick this up too. A whole new world of colors. You there. Yes, you. Decisively unfashionable adventurer. Look, you already roasted me for it. I don't need any more roasting. Gods be good. Never in my life have I seen such an unapologetic focus on function at extreme cost of form. You know what? As a lover of all things aesthetically pleasing, I cannot in good conscience allow you to continue roaming the realm in that sorry state. Alright. Just tell me, you know what? She's probably gonna want more orange juice, so I figure before I run off and grab it, I might as well grab this one. I'll teach you how to go about dyeing your outfit. Alright. Be a dear and buy me a bottle of orange juice. At the stall. I knew she was gonna want orange juice. What a freak. I mean, I like orange juice, but that's just a weird thing to be pestering adventurers about. So, if I had a glamour. Hopefully this is also where I'm gonna pick up the orange juice. She's broke. Aw, now that's kind of sad when you put it that way. I'm probably not supposed to be up here. I'll jump. Jump from a high place. I'm jumping, boys. Alright. Just doing squats. Just doing squats for good measure. He's got some good form, I suppose. Wait, let's see. Is he going below parallel? He's breaking plane. That's actually some good form squats right there. Oh my god, this place is a mess. Are you serving this person? You can't be serving him more booze. That's criminal. Okay, anyways, give me some orange juice. Oh, Swigrum sent you, did she? That woman. I've never known anyone so lazy. Here you are. I shouldn't let anyone push you around. Alright, well, you know, she just wants orange juice, right? I mean, like, it's not even like she's asking for booze. She's literally asking for orange juice. Alright. Here you go. Now can I be glamorous? Let's see. Blood oranges can only be grown in certain climates, making them highly sought after. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, there you go. Teach me how to be glamorous, please. Oh, delicious. Nothing better on a hot day. Maybe I need some orange juice. Some say I have expensive taste, but life's too short to settle for second best. Of course, this extends to my choice of wardrobe as well. Okay. Well, just want to tell me how to do it? Now that I'm feeling refreshed, shall we get started? Yes, we shall. What is a glamour, you ask? Well, they use glamour prism as a catalyst to da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, make me look good. This means the original object stays essentially the same. Okay. So I make a copy of the appearance of it, and then I projected it onto my armor. Right. Perfect. Remember, if you fancy a change, you don't have to stick with the same glamour. Just apply another one on top. Perfect. Alright, why sacrifice style for such humdrum trifles as durability or protection from your bodily harm? Limitless possibilities for self-expression are just a couple of glamours away. I do have the nude glamours. I'm just saying, I do have the nude glamours, so don't make me do it. You guys give me one reason and I will completely nude glamour myself. So don't try me. That is a threat. It's a saucy little threat. Okay, go ahead and give it a try. Alright, wait, give it a try. What am I trying? Do I have to try the beret? Would I rather the beret over the goggles? Probably. Beret's pretty sick, right? Alright. I'm locked in place. Let me out! Let me out! Glamours. You may use a dresser to... Oh, I have to use a dresser in an inn to make a glamour? Okay. Wow, that is a really tough looking chocobo. Jeez. We're gonna offer a sacrifice to the internet gods. I have a goat being... Okay, never mind. I'm gonna stop that. I'm gonna stop that joke. I'm back. Let's see. Supposedly my internet's good again. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna write a very angry letter to Charter. So... Yeah, that's true. It does just happen every time I try to finish a quest. Well... Alright, I'm gonna go for it. Let's see, what am I missing about the glamours? This quest is not yet available. I don't even remember what I was reading about the glamours, but she still needs the orange juice for the color one, yeah. I think I'll get this from here. Well, if any of you were in the room earlier, you know that I was just about to complete the... I'm assuming I don't buy the orange juice in here. I should have just read where it was. A bottle of orange juice. Let's see. Oh yeah, she must have the orange juice. Anyways, I'm a bit tossed up now. My internet really did me a number there. So, go to the merchant. Let's see. Is this the merchant? The tome vendor? That doesn't seem right. Glamorous prism collection? Oh, interesting. Let's see. Where is this merchant? Are they in the building? Let's see. So beauty's only scalp deep. Oh, yeah. Color your world. Deliver a bottle of orange juice. This is the trader. They're in here, aren't they? No, obviously not. Just any old merchant. I'm assuming this person is not the person. Not the person. Okay. Alright. Alright. Now I'm all jumbled up. My brain has been smoked, cooked, and skewered. I'm just gonna go to Lynn. Lynn's saving the day. They're presumably over here. There we go. That's not Lynn, that's Lynn. Merchant and Minder. Yo, you got orange juice? Yo, you got orange juice, bro? I need orange juice for a crazy lady. I see it, there it is. Oh, I just remembered that I should have, let's give old Muji a kiss. Give him a good old smooch. Okay, well, we're gonna turn in these quests, and then we're gonna head off to Copperbell to put some giants down. Hopefully, the internet will get us through that. If it doesn't, I might have to just call it. We'll find out. Let's see. Here you go. Take your orange juice, you crazy old lady. Phew, that's a relief. Finally, I can teach you how to bring color into your life. Listen well. There are handy items called colorants. Lest you worry about dying will affect your garment's precious properties. You may rest assured it will not. And particularly you adventurers love so much will not suffer. But yeah, okay. So it just changes the colors. It should also gladden you to know that garments can be dyed repeatedly. Okay, that's sick. And that's all I need to know. Perfect. Okay. I think I still need to glamour myself. I need to glamour my hat to complete the glamour mission, I do believe. So, let's see how to do that. Let me see if I'm correct. No? Oh, okay, no. Let's see. What absolutely glamorous. What is this quest? Once you learn how to craft glamour. Oh, so that's just later. Required class job discipline of the hand. I don't even know what that means. Alright. Alright, well, I guess we should make our way off to Copperbell. Before my internet decides to execute me. So, let's go ahead and queue up for that. Let me see, did I need to use this glamour prism right away? Crystalline prism captures the likeness of a piece of equipment and projects it onto... So, link, split, oh, search for item. Search using, okay. I should have probably, yeah, go ahead and queue us up, Lynn, for Copperbell Mine. Yeah, I should probably have read that. Oh, it's so fast. Okay, alright, boys. And girls, and anybody who's willing to sit through the Zerum TV stream. You right-click on your gear and glamour. Okay. Yeah, that's nice and simple. Alright, off to Copperbell, where the giants have awoken. And they are pissed. So we're gonna hop in there and we're gonna put them down. Oh, okay. We're gonna put down the giants, or perhaps just have a nice conversation with them about why they need to leave our dear old miners alone. Because I mean, honestly, it was 300 years ago. You think these miners have anything to do with your imprisonment? Of course they don't. Of course they don't. I'm gonna feel a little bad about this. I'm gonna feel a little bad about this. Alright. Let's get to it. We're gonna beat up these little critters while we're here, because, you know, what good is a dungeon if you don't beat up little critters? To be completely honest. Let's go ahead and actually try somewhat to hit the positionals. And as I botched them. So far the low-level dungeon experience is quite, you know, quite comparable to every other MMO I've tried. Open the sealed door with a tiny key? Yes. Get it, boys. It's quite comparable. I feel like one issue that a lot of MMOs have is interlacing the story of the dungeons with the story of the overall game. And, like, especially World of Warcraft, of course. I feel like you often find yourself in dungeons and you're like fighting these bosses that have lore repercussions, but you have no idea why or how or like what you're doing, because the game just funnels you through it so fast that it just doesn't matter. So you're, you know, or even worse than that, in my opinion, one of the most egregious is where you end up in a dungeon before you've even encountered the quest line that would like theoretically lead up to that dungeon. So like you go through the dungeon, you kill the big bad boss or whatever, and then later on you find yourself in the quest zone, and they're like giving you these quests that are describing like these, you know, the boss to you, like, oh, the matron of the, you know, evil orphanage or whatever, and you're like, oh, I killed her like 4 levels ago. It just totally demolishes any, you know, ounce of immersion. And I feel like Final Fantasy definitely does a good job of you know, leading you up to it, and not in a handholdy way, but just actually weaving them. It comes back to that whole central storyline, you know, having the MSQ that ties everything together in a linear fashion, even though it is a, you know, a non-linear game ultimately. Muji's asking for us to take one moment, so let's go ahead and just give them a sec. Yeah, I feel like just dancing over here. How do you like continuously dance? I feel like every time I dance, it just does like a little and then he just stops. But yeah, that's one thing that always bothered me, and especially with, you know, raids too. Some emotes are continuous. It's just not. Oh no, were we supposed to pull these guys? Is that the giant? Is that what they look like? Uh oh. We're coming for you. Oh, we're trying. I'm scared of getting aggro. Yeah, think for a split second. Let's, oops. Didn't mean to pop that. Anyways. I guess my whole point to that ramble was that I really enjoy how Final Fantasy ties you into the story, ties the dungeons into the story in a very cohesive manner. Am I attacking the right guy? I should probably be just attacking whatever's low, huh? Out of the way before I get smashed. Let's click on... Sometimes it's really hard to click on the right guy. I try clicking on one thing and there's like a million things stacked up. It's so hard to click on. You open the duty finder and read the dungeon's description. Yeah, that is a good point. That is a good point. Like, you should always, you know, there is an amount of like due diligence that's kind of expected from a, you know, from an MMO player. Like, you're expected to read the descriptions. You're expected to, you know, you're expected to kind of keep yourself educated on what you're doing. And I guess the issue that we run into is that MMOs straddle this line of being like casual friendly while also remaining you know, trying to maintain the inherent complexity. And I do feel like that is it's kind of like, I don't know, I guess it's kind of like at what point do you cater to, maybe I'm having a hard time actually formulating exactly what I'm trying to say, but like I feel like they try to present to you a nice streamlined digestible experience, but then in the nature of the style of game, it's not easily digestible. And so you have this sort of like back and forth where it's like, as a developer, it's like, what's too much, what's too little, what's too handholdy, what's not enough. But anyways, that's very, you know, very much a rambly tangent, but I just love that Final Fantasy does a great job of tying the dungeon into the storyline, making it feel relevant. And like, even if you didn't, I guess you have to do the dungeons too, because they're part of the main story quest, which is something that a lot of other MMOs also don't do, to where they're just like totally optional. And I feel like that's kind of like a big issue. Do I need to grab this too? Probably, yeah. Add 10 unzes. I will add the unzes. I'm scared. Do I have to press it? I'm scared. Oh! That's sick. Reminiscent of dead mines. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But yeah. Anyways, I'm just impressed. As I guess all I'm rambling on about is how Final Fantasy manages to just make the whole experience so cohesive for an open world game. You know, for an open world, massively multiplayer role-playing game. It's not just an MMO. It is indeed. It also has the RPG attached to the title. They're just dropping Spriggans on us. What's going on here? I always thought that Spriggans were like leafy, not leafy like the YouTuber, but like leaf-like little creatures, but not like furry little critters. Anyways. I'm assuming that a really big Spriggan is going to get dropped on us at some point or another. They're not lettuce. Yeah, exactly, right? Isn't that... Am I wrong for thinking that Spriggans are usually like a, you know, some sort of vegetable type creature? They're cabbage. Isn't I guess maybe I'm thinking of Elder Scrolls. Isn't there Spriggans, like Spriggan sap? Aren't they like the like elemental, like earth elemental, or not earth elemental, but like plant creatures, plant spirit creatures? I don't know. I guess why can't they be furry? That's not really an issue. And they're just gonna keep dropping them on us though. Well, oops. I need to. You guys notice every time I look away, the FPS drops. I know there's a way to change that. I need to fix that. Koto stands no chance against us. Oh, I should have locked my bars. I'm gonna stop clicking my abilities eventually, but right now my action bar is abysmally set up, and because of that, oh wow, we just deleted that guy. Just fucking deleted him. A plunderer's cavalier hat and earmuffs. I'm just gonna need them. If I can need them, I'm gonna need them. Seems like a good solution. Let's see if I have some better gear. I do. I have some upgrades. I didn't even realize I've been going this whole time without using my upgraded gear. Yeah, I really need to try the controller. I feel like it will be a lot better. I do have some. You know, I've been playing MMOs for so long with mouse and keyboard that it's like I can't help but feel a little like, you know, a little hesitant, a little like I'm so used to, you know, to using the mouse and keyboard, and for that, like that really fast turning, you know, like being able to do that flip back and forth with just like, you know, moving your mouse around. Oh, they're waiting for me. Keeping them waiting. Sounds about right. Legacy type camera. Yeah, I think I need to do that too. I just adjusted it so that it didn't auto direct my camera when I like moved or whatever, so that I could hold it. But yeah, I just feel like, you know, the flexibility of being able to click on something. And then one thing I worry about too with the controller is like, how do you, like, if I can just turn my camera around and then click and I'm running the opposite direction. Oh, I aggroed something. Sorry folks. Let's go for it. I guess my concern is like if I'll be able to turn around quick enough with the controller. I'm sure there must be a way, because like, what is it doing? It's just running away from us. Oh, how did it? What the hell happened there? It like de-aggroed and then aggroed again, and then I think I fucked something up. I'm sorry, guys. I'm all over the place. Yeah, I do. I really want to. I really want to get into PvP. I love PvP. And I've always, you know, and just being so used to mouse and keyboard, I do worry that maybe PvP wouldn't be as efficient on controller. But at the same time, Square's done such a good job of balancing the game everywhere else. I feel like, you know, they've probably done a good enough job of balancing mouse keyboard versus controller. And obviously controller is going to be so much more comfortable. Oh. So I feel like the mouse, or sorry, I feel like controller, it would be much better for just ability bar access, you know, like hotbar access, because like, you know, you have access to so many buttons, just like, I mean, I know that I can use like Alt and Control and Shift and, you know, like the modifier buttons to make it so that like I can just use, you know, numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can also bind like to my extra mouse buttons, but I feel like none of those are they still don't compare to the hotbar setup of, you know, of the controller. My only concern with the controller is just targeting, like target swapping and like turning around and like those sort of things. But I know it probably isn't an issue. Like I doubt it really is an issue, but that's my only reservation that I would be concerned about. That's basically what I mean to say. Don't kill the bomb? Wait. Don't kill the bomb, don't kill the blasting cat. We needed to... Oh shit, okay. Oh, this guy is like not taking any damage, so clearly there's something. Oh, okay, so we have to like bring these guys in to... I can never remember which ones to go. So we let the blasting cap just explode and let it hit the boss. Oh! That's an interesting mechanic. That's actually a really interesting mechanic. Interesting. Okay. So, somebody leveled up. Grats to whoever it was. So we gotta basically try to move these guys to the bombs and then let the bombs blow up on them and then presumably kind of run away right before it blows up. And then the tank is gonna just sort of have to eat it. Oh, I guess they move slow enough that it's... Oh, that's a really interesting mechanic. Yeah. Are they like Minecraft slimes where eventually they get small enough that they just can't do any damage? I really need to put limit break on my action bar. I would like to just do it. Like, it's been sitting there full for so long. Like, I know it wouldn't really do anything to this boss since we have to use the caps, the blasting caps. But I just want to see what it looks like. I've never actually done one yet. There we go. That's it, right? Oh no, there's still more. Oh, but we can kill these ones. Interesting. Very interesting boss fight. For such a low level dungeon, that is a very interesting mechanic. And boss fight, I really enjoyed that. Neither of these can I wear, so I'll just greed on them. Press it. Oh, sorry. Let's go. All right. Let us smack these critters around. There's some uglies in here. Some ugly beasties. Oh. Secret pathway? Maybe not so secret, but... This is where I was really wishing that I had some AoE. Oh, man. So... That's... Oh, God. I almost got hit by like three AoEs just then. So is that Dark Knight? Oh, Dark Knight abilities I'm seeing? That like big black swirly with the spikes. Makes me want to roll Dark Knight. That's what's up. I'm still just a Final Fantasy fledgling. I'm just a wee baby. I was a wee boy earlier, but now I'm just a wee baby. I'm just over here. I feel like everyone's contributing, and I'm just like in the back, just punching just punching these things. I'm doing something, boys. I punched him, I swear. Okay. Let's see. Can I greed on any of these things? It's all greed, boys. It's all greed. I need that. I don't know if it's actually better. Comparison. I'll need it. Screw it. I mean, right? Alright, where'd they go? Where'd my people go? Sprint! Okay. Yeah, this dungeon's really interesting. I'm very curious to see what the big baddie's gonna be. I know it's gonna be something crazy. Or is it gonna be like... I feel like it's gonna be like a, like an evil Lalafell controlling the, controlling the giants. Let's go. Still have yet to turn down the particle effects. I do think that might help a little bit. Oh, okay. Lala's friend, yeah, Lala's not bad. The only Lala that we don't like is Lolorito, right? We have to actually meet him, but I've heard bad things about the guy. Heard he's bad company. Even then, old Lolo's probably just misunderstood. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we're getting hit with the cinematic. Slaves no more, free! Free, uh-oh. Uh-oh, let's leave this guy be. Oh. Jeez. Jeez. He's pissed. He's pissed. He's rightfully pissed. Alright. You guys bowing at each other. Never again. Look, I don't want you to be a slave, dude. I just want you to stop killing minors. Not minors like underage people, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Don't act silly. Don't act stupid. Alright. So far, just a big old tank and spank, but I see interactable boulders in the distance, and I have a feeling somehow that's gonna come into play. So let's check it out. He's trying to grab it, isn't he? Uh-oh. Don't you dare hit that boulder. Don't you dare hit that boulder, dude. Unbelievable. The gall of some people, you know. The gall. Oh, I don't have limit break. I don't even know how to pull it out. Oh, shit. Do we have to kill these ads? Probably, yeah. Probably, yeah. Presumably. I'm just gonna kill the ad. Hopefully it's the right thing to do. Okay. Let's go, boys. Yeah, somebody use it limit break. I want to see some. I want to see the big damage. You see big damage, boys. All right, I'm getting back on the ad. Why not, right? These guys are crazy. These guys, all they want to do is punch the rocks. Oh, I'm assuming if he knocks this open, more giants will come in. So I have to stop him from getting it open. No, I almost ran right into that. Okay. True epic gamer status activated. Oh, God. This is where I wish I was ranged DPS. Such is the plight of the melee DPS, right? The most degenerate. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Sprint back. Alright. We got this. Oh my god. Well, I guess we could probably just stay on him. Yeah. Nice and easy. Oh, and I leveled. Let's go. I can now accept the next class job quest. Sick. Wow. That is truly incredible. Well, that was awesome. Let me do my my horrible sounding cheer. I think it only the audio only caught the last part of it, but man, it sounds bad. All right. Oh, let me loot this. Let me see what epic loot we got here. Nothing for me. Nothing for me. Oh, I can't even. I gotta pass on everything. Whatever. We're out. Sick. Couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you so much. Now we're back here. Alright, well I guess I gotta run my ass. What is going on here? I guess I gotta run my ass back. Where are these lovely ladies? Alright. We're all rolling male Vieira when they come out. We all gotta be bun boys at some point or another, am I right? Or am I right? You know? Alright, I guess I gotta run my booty back to, Painted Mesa? I gotta go all the way back to Old Daw. Hop on. Oh, we're taking the flying whale. Let's do it. Let's do it. Mount Seat 1, 2, 3. I'll take, I mean, I guess 1. Why not? Oh, no, it's not in range. Okay. Is 4 in range? Oh my god, I'll get closer. Oops. Come on, Pillion, Seat 4. Come on, 4 is lucky number, right? Oh, I'm inside of it? Oh, we're you know what? I don't want to know exactly where I am in it. All right, let's call that what it is. Yeah, hop on, Lynn. Hop into the party bus. All right. I hope Eorzea doesn't have any rules about open containers, because I'd hate to get your license taken away. Back to Ul'dah. Back to Ul'dah. Man, look at this thing. This looks very evil. It looks like a villain's ship. Can we go over this mountain? Oh, are they gonna height limit us to not be able to go over that mountain? Oh, that's twisted. That's just criminal that they would do that to us. I mean, come on, we're a flying whale already. We can't go over that mountain? Alright, to Ul'dah. Ul'dah looks really nice in the distance, doesn't she? Doesn't she? Let's go ahead and just clean this up a little bit. Or is this the... Yeah. It's Ul'dah in the distance. Then we got the residential district off this way. And look at that. Oh, I wonder what's up there. There's that like path looking walkway thing up here. That's pretty... Looks like a good place for a dragoon to stand, right? Alright, here we are. Back in town. Back in town. Thank you. I don't have money for cab fare. No, just playing. Alright. I don't even know if I've came through this side of Ul'dah before. Coliseum, eh? So I want to go... You know what? There's an aetheryte over here. Looks like I should attune to it. Right? Oh, I might already be attuned to this one, actually. We're gonna give it a shot. Alright. Alright, you're heading out now, then? I'm just gonna go turn in... I'm just gonna teleport off to Momodi's place. I'm gonna turn in this quest, and we'll be calling it a day, so... Thanks so much for the help, Lynn. I appreciate you big time. Absolute legend. And you as well, Muji, of course. Of course. Let's go let old Painted Mesa know. We're gonna let old Painted Mesa know that the giants have been taken care of. Wait, he's gonna level sync me? Duty calls, commence battle for... Wait a second, is he gonna attack me right now? I guess I'll just proceed. This quest battle must be undertaken as... Oh, alone? Okay, well I guess I gotta leave the party. Thank you again for running that dungeon with us, Muji. It was very, very nice for putting up with a degenerate pugilist such as myself. Later, Lynn. Thank you again. Have a great night. I'll see you next time. Alright, I guess old Painted Mesa's gonna try to smack me up. What the hell, Painted Mesa? What did I do? What did I do to deserve this? Ah, the Conqueror of Copperbell returns. Thanks to you, our mining operations can resume, and Old Daw will have the materials she need to rebuild. The entire nation's in your debt, friend. Where's this going? I'll share the good tidings with Papa Sean the next time I see him. As for you, you'll want to report to Momodi. It'll do the woman well to see you alive and in one piece. Okay. I feel like I'm getting roped in for something dangerous. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Leave this poor girl alone. Shut your mouth, you thieving little swine. You stole from me. Don't even think to deny it. Here we go, boys. But please, sir, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this, paid for it with my own coin. What rot. You refugees, you're all the same. Couldn't afford maggoty mole meat? Ugh, God, I just want to slap this guy up right now. I'm going to say it one more time. Give me back what you... Hey, shut your mouth, bro. Or I'm going to shut it for you. By rights, I should turn you into the brass blades, you know. I don't like guys like this. There's a lot of dudes, they're picking on one girl. But I ain't done nothing wrong. 12 is me witness. Look, I don't even care if you've done something wrong. We're gonna smack these boys up. We're gonna smack these boys up. Please, adventurer, help me. I swear in my mother's grave I didn't steal nothing. Yeah, that's cool, that's cool. I don't even care if you stole something. We're gonna smack these boys up. Look, bro. And who the hells are you? wait, let's try that again. And who the hells are you when you're at home? The dog's master? What does that even mean, bro? Look, shut your mouth and get your hands up. I've had enough of this mummer's face. You lot, teach them a lesson. Well, school is in session. School is in session, boys. And I sure hope I don't get my ass beat. School's in session and I didn't bring any lunch money. Okay, let's get to it, boys. Hey, don't start hitting me all quick like that. Chill out, bro. Chill out, bro. Alright, I really need to get my keybinds in order. Alright. Let's get it in stand shit. Oh, I like that they're gonna generously all stand around and you know, take their turns fighting me. As you know, only in good sportsman fashion. Ugh, I should have stopped at the 7th ale. Is he saying he's too drunk? You know what, bro? Good excuse, but not good enough. Stop bloody gopping at me. What the hell does that mean? Oh, they're bringing him in? Nah, bro, I'm killing this guy. We're beating him to death. We're beating the drunk at it. You know, I mean, in Minecraft, nobody's being beaten to anything. Alright. Time for you to die. Actually, I'm gonna fight the caster first. I like how the whole city's come out to just watch me smack them boys up. Yep, just like that. I'm not even following my combo at all. Okay. Alright, anybody else? Anybody else? You wanna come try it? You wanna come try it, big boy? That's right. Oh man, you know you've made it when you know you've made it when the spam bot's in your chat. I ain't getting paid enough for this. You wanna become famous? Can I just like right click ban this guy? Yeah, whatever, I'll deal with it later. Thank ye, kind adventurer. Thank ye thrice over. Of course, of course. Oh god. Am I gonna end it on a passing out scene? Oh no. Oh, the crab legs. I knew I shouldn't have ate them. Shouldn't have ate those leftovers. Alright, what am I dreaming about now? I'd swear there were more refugees than when I last looked. And you wouldn't be mistaken. But it's been 5 years since the calamity. Why are they only coming here now? It's simple, really. While a number of hamlets survived the immediate aftermath of the calamity, many were no longer able. Many were no longer. Oh my God! No longer able to support their communities. The residents found their lands had been either rendered barren or cut off from trade routes. They tried to make the best of it. It was only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their homes and seek new life in the city. Well, I see. Some weird dreams I have. But the calamity affected the whole realm, didn't it? Is the same thing happening in other cities? Presumably. If the talk is true, yes. Though perhaps our situation is more pronounced. Ul'dah has a reputation for being prosperous, so it's natural that the refugees would try their luck here at first. My heart goes out to them, it truly does. But I would be lying if I said that I wasn't apprehensive. I hope their presence doesn't foment lawlessness in the city. Oof. Well, if things do take a turn for the worse, we always have the immortal flames. I dare say the brass blades would welcome their help. The heroes who fought the Garlean Empire, patrolling the streets for riffraff? Yeah, I mean, that's probably the best they could do at this point. It may well come to that. Impoverished and desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugees will turn to crime. Of course. I mean, what are you going to expect from them? What will become of our city? Look, let's not blame it on the refugees, alright? Not all refugees are bad, mind you. Some are able to find employment and lead honest lives. Dodo tenderloins, get your dodo tenderloins. Oh, thank ye for your custom. And looking around, you'd think Ul'dah was well on its way to recovery. But peer through the veil of prosperity and you'll see no end to the misery and suffering. Okay, so she was buying tenderloins. She was buying tindies. The poor lass was buying tindies and they assailed her. I don't like that. Sir, you alright? Yeah, no, don't mind me. I do that. I do that from time to time. I shouldn't have shoved that aether crystal up my... what? No, I mean... What? Saw her buy meat, you say? That's absurd. I saw it, dude. I did. I had a vision. Leave the poor woman alone, you damnable vulture. Who's that? Who said that? Who said that? Is it the cat girl over there? I'll overlook this, just this once. Yeah, get out of here. Scram, you bugging me. Alright, look, you're gonna have to share some of those tindies with me. God bless ye, adventurer. If ye hadn't come along when you did, who knows what those monsters would have done. I don't bear thinking about... Yeah, don't... Look, let's not think about that. Alright, get out of here. Go eat your tindies. Go eat your tindies. Alright. Wow, what a beautiful lesson. Wait, what's gonna happen now? Like, oh god, I really gotta figure out... All's well that ends well. You talking to me? Who is that? Oh, Thancred. Hey, you missed out on a lot of fun, Thancred. Pray, do not mistake my intent, for it is always honorable, but I have been watching you ever since you departed Ul'dah. Oh, really? I have a hard time believing that since you didn't come steal any of the glamour. You played the part of an envoy to perfection, confident as a man on a diplomatic mission should be, yet unfailingly courteous to your betters. I mean, I did go talk to the Seed Seer, like, naked in flip-flops, so I just... Maybe he wasn't watching. I don't think he was watching. And when your travels led you to the midst of danger, you faced it without so much as a flinch. You, my friend, are quite a marvel, and I confess to being somewhat in love, awe with you. Thancred, I've been waiting for you to say it. But my lavish praise continues. Most of all, I was struck by your readiness to aid those in need, even when words were all the reward you could expect to receive. Such selflessness is a rare thing in this day and age. Why are you gassing me up, Thancred? What did I do? I mean, I know I'm pretty cool, but yeah, damn, Thancred. All of which leads me to conclude that you are indeed the one whom I have been looking for. An adventurer possessed a very rare set of qualities. Adventurer? Yeah. To be sure, you rescued that damsel in distress was more of a happy accident. But rescue her you did, and that is what matters in the end. Yeah, right place, right time, Thancred. What's your point with all this? I feel I should mention at this point that I also harbor a burning interest in a certain talent of yours. Excuse me? I speak of your visions. You've been experiencing visions, have you not? Yeah. Well, it just so happens that I know a woman who shares your talent and can help you understand it. She and I belong to the same organization, and we should both be delighted beyond words if you would agree to join our cause. Okay, all right. I'm curious. You've piqued my interest. Naturally, there are benefits to being part of such a collective. For one, we should be glad to assist you in realizing your potential as an adventurer. You need not give your answer now. Think upon it, and if you feel moved to help us, as I pray you shall, speak with Momodi, the ever lovely and youthful mistress of the quicksand. Okay, bye. Tell her the scions of the seventh dawn have found their man, and she will tell you where to find us. You know, I never trust when somebody's gassing me up that much. When you're gassing me up that much... Now you just die. You're gassing me up that much. I just don't trust you. There's got to be an issue. You got to be trying to trick me into something. Alright. Alright. It's been real. It's been real. It's been extravagant. It's been luxurious. It's been beautiful. I'm gonna have a seat at the bar. Momodi should be able to sell me a drink. Well, you know what? I'll turn it in. Before we head out, I'll turn it in, but I won't pick up the next one. Scenes like that become ever more common, I'm afraid. Don't worry though. If you work hard, you'll probably be alright. Talking to this guy. Oh, that's what they said to you. It's all coming full circle. Saying that if you ever find yourself in a spot of bother, come and see me. Just don't go pestering me every time you graze your knee. You literally give him the same speech you gave me, Momodi? I thought I was special, Momodi. Of course, I do enjoy hearing the woman folk. Momodi! I thought I was special, Momodi. Ah, Sir, I'm sorry to keep you waiting. I was just providing guidance to a fresh off-carriage adventure. Yeah, I heard. Anyways. But gods, it's good to see you safe and well. To look at you, no one would ever guess you've been hard at it with the giants in the dark. Well, you know. So I basically did it by myself. Yeah. And it wasn't, it's not like I had help or anything, Come on, me? Come on. I was very useful, Momodi, I promise. I never doubted for a moment that you'd succeed, of course, and neither did Papa Sean, which ain't to say he would be overjoyed. Which ain't to say he would be overjoyed? Wait, what do you mean? Oh, before I forget, there's a lass here who wants a word with you. Didn't actually know your name, but hearing her description, I knew she meant you right away. Let me guess, tall, bald, beard. Come on, let's not be descriptory. Thank you for sparing the time. I realize you don't know me, but I've been longing to speak with you for a while now. Are you the lady who sees visions also when you pass out? My name is Edda. I'm an adventurer like you, though I'm not very good at being one, if truth be told. Wait, I remember her. She was in the adventurers party group, I'm pretty sure. I was adventuring with my friends in Gridania when I'm sorry. Are you still carrying around that guy's head? Before I talk to you any longer, I'm gonna need to know. I'm gonna need to know if she's still carrying around that guy's head. We were in Gridania. Yeah, I remember you. And your group was your group was malding. I remember. His name was Aver, and he and I were to be wed in the spring. Oh, bam, 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 bam. You may not remember him. But to say that he remembered you would be an understatement. What? Really? He would sing your praises from dawn to dusk. He saw you... Wait, what? He saw you for what you are. For what I am. You see, an adventurer's adventurer. And swore that he would be like you one day. Aw, and now he's... can we get him like a phoenix down or something? Can we go ahead and take care of this? I believe that he would have succeeded had a fiend not robbed him of the chance. Since that day, I've thought long and hard about giving up adventuring. Look, don't take it too personal. He probably just was a shit tank. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, but when I think of the man you are, of all you've achieved, I find that I'm inspired, just as Aver once was. I don't know how much there is to be inspired about. Isn't that usually the case? The people you look up to the most don't meet your heroes, and that's what she's about to find out. So I've decided to start again as an adventurer. I'll go back to the village of my birth and begin my training anew. Well, God's bless you, but I don't know, what am I supposed to do? But I wanted to meet you first, to ask your name. Well, I mean, I'm Zerum. Just a dude. I shan't forget. I shan't forget. Look, please, I'm not good with the formalities. Thank you, Zerum. I pray that we will meet again. Fare you well. Yeah, take care. Momodi, I think she needs some help, dude. Yeah. Asmonbald. We're gonna get him to shave. Oh, Momodi, adventuring can be cruel, bleeding business. Time was, I didn't know why anyone would bother. When they first asked me to take charge of the guild here, I didn't want aught to do with you lot. Thought it'd be a right pain in the arse to look after you all. Look, Momodi, you don't gotta go on telling me about that. But against my better judgment, I decided to accept the post, and I'm full glad I did. I feel privileged to be part of your lives. Well, that's quaint, but I think you might want to direct her to like a psychologist, Momodi, or a therapist. And that goes for yours, Zerum. That goes double for yours, Zerum. I don't know what I said to her. I was like, what? What did you say? You want to know about the Scions of the Seventh? Oh, yeah, that was it. You read my mind, Momodi. How'd you know? They're beginning to move in earnest then. Listen, Zerum, the Scions ain't no ordinary folk, and the work they do ain't no ordinary work. I know full well how capable you are, and even you would have think twice about attempting some of the stuff they do. Knowing that, if you're still certain you want to get involved, I'll tell you what I can. Alright, that's that. I think we'll wrap it up here. I think this is a good place to wrap it up. Well, it has been an exceptional day with you folks, despite the old connection issues. Let me find a different pose. Hey, quit looking back there. Don't look at that. Keep your eyes up here, Zerum. Let's get a different pose going. How do I bring up the emote menu again? I guess I'll just like right click on somebody. There's probably a better way to do it, but oh wait. Let's do you know what? Let's hit him with a furrow. I didn't really see much of a furrow. What about he's gonna shut his eyes. He's concentrating. He's resting. /C pose. Oh, I thought it was /G pose. Not /G pose. Is /C pose something different? Oh, change pose. Duh. Oh, all right. I'm gonna keep going through it. I'm gonna hit the this. This Viera is like looking at me with disdain. They're like, will you stop, you bald fuck? Hey, bud, watch yourself. Yeah, that's right. He saw me change pose and he knew he didn't want none of that. Alright, let's see what else I got. I don't want just standing there. I need No, I think I'm gonna go back to arms crossed, right? Yeah! Alright, boys and girls, gents and gents, ladies and lads and lasses, heroes, legends, warriors of light, friends and family. I appreciate you all very much for coming and joining the Zerum stream today. Here at Zerum TV, we're committed to delivering you an excellent experience that leaves you wanting for more. That leaves you feeling disgusted, disgruntled, and disturbed. Thank you so much, folks. I had a lot of fun smashing the dungeon, smashing my internet, and just hanging out with y'all. It's good to be in good company. So Let me get my cursor out of here so we can get some nice looking. Look at that. Look at that. That's aesthetic. We got Vieras, we got bunnies bouncing, we got NPCs, we got little flying boats. Who doesn't want to be here? Eorzea is the place to be. Eorzea is the place to be, alright? So, it's definitely my new home. Well, alright. I'm bad at saying goodbye. I don't know how to say goodbye. But, if you're in here, and you enjoyed the stream, and you had fun, smash a follow. It makes me feel good at night. It makes me, you know, feel a little bit bigger. And if you want to check out previous streams, or you weren't around for them, they're on YouTube, Zerum TV on YouTube. Links in the account about area, somewhere in there. You'll find it on my page. Hit up the YouTube, hit up the Twitter. Tell me to shut up. Go let me know that you don't like bald people. Alright, I'm out of here. It's been real. Thank you so much, folks. Thank you, Muji, Jade. You know, take care. Be safe. Stay sane. Not too sane, though. Alright? Bye-bye. I love y'all. Bye-bye. It's been real. Till next time.